The session was not recorded last week. Okay. Okay, let us continue. And today we are going to discuss about VB scripting. VB scripting basics, fundamentals. See, VB script is not like write any other programming languages. First of all, VB script is not a programming language. It is not programming language. It is a scripting language. It is a scripting language. The letters are visible. Shall I increase the size? Whatever the letters I am typing here are visible clearly to all of you.
Yeah, it is visible, Prasad. But what is the programming and what is the scripting like? What is the difference between both?
Yeah, good. What is the difference between programming and scripting languages? Both are not same. Very simple. Programming language means we can use programming language. By using programming language, we can be able to develop a complete product. A complete product, that means application, can be developed by using a programming language. But by using scripting language, we cannot be able to develop a complete product. The scripting language can be used at some place in the development of application or product to perform a specific task. The main difference I could say this one. The programming language we can use programming language to develop a product. That means the complete product or application can be developed by using a programming language. But by using a scripting language, it is not possible to complete a complete product or application. Why it is not possible? Very simple reason. The scripting language has very limited features if you compare with programming language. That is the reason. So scripting language is something supporting language that we can use in the part of application development in some place. Understand? That is the difference between programming language and scripting language. So VBScript is a scripting language. VBScript is a scripting language. So do you know some scripting languages apart from VBScript? Scripting languages. What are the examples for scripting?
Yeah, in Windrunner we use test script language.
Yeah, JavaScript. TSL, right? Test script language in Windrunner.
Yes.
And what is that? There are many other things. Ruby. What is that? And also Perl. Like this. These are all scripting languages. Okay. And programming languages means C, C++, Java, those VB, those things are programming languages. Correct? So VBScript comes under a scripting languages part. Okay. So we have to know, see, to work with QTP or UFT tool, see what level of knowledge that you should have in VBScript. See, in VBScript, if you have basic knowledge, the basic concepts of VBScript, if you know, that is more than enough to work with to work in QTP, particularly in QTP, because see, QTP will generate the script. 70% of the script will be generated automatically in QTP. We no need to type the script A to Z. 70% of the script will be automatically generated in QTP. So the rest of 30% that we have to do some modifications by using VBScript control statements, by using VBScript's conditional statements, or adding some variables, okay, or adding some loop statements. These kind of modifications that we have to do to QTP script by using VB scripting control statements. So the basic concepts, if you have knowledge in the VB script basics, that is enough to work in QTP. But to that, you should have some thinking, some analytical analysis skill. That means, right, sometimes while automating some test cases, some steps in the test cases may be complex. That means not a straight step. It may not be a direct step. So that step may involve some complex logic sometimes. So in such case, to automate that kind of steps, simple steps, complex steps, you may have to write multiple lines of code, even for one step, single step. So in that situations, right, you should be able to something add some logic to that. So to add that logic, you should be able to think, analyze what is that complexity, how you can write a code in VBScript. So that kind of small, not always, sometimes, whenever you have to automate some complex steps in the test case, you may have to just simply add some analysis and logic by writing multiple lines of code for single step also. See, that is depends upon our thinking. Apart from that, what you need to write a script, the VBScript basic knowledge. You should have good basics knowledge in VBScript. So let us discuss today all VBScript basics with examples, so that you will understand better and you can be able to write the script using VBScript easily. See, the first concept, the list of concepts what we should know in VBScript, I will give you the list of contents that we are going to cover here. The first thing is data types and how to declare variables and constants. Okay, and what is the array. Okay, and what are the different types of operators that we use in VBScript, and conditional statements and loops, different types of loop statements, and an important thing, how to define a function or subroutine or subprocessor, how to define a subprocessor, how to write functions and subprocessors in VBScript, and some list of built-in functions, some list of built-in VBScript functions. So these are the concepts that we should know in VBScript to work in QTP, to create a QTP script. Okay, so these are the basics in any programming language, in any scripting language, that we should know. Before starting writing a script, you should have good idea or good understanding of these concepts. Then it will be easy to write a program or to write a script using that language. Okay, fine. Let us now start with first thing, and one more important notes about VBScript. Important notes about VBScript. The first one is, it is a scripting language. Let me repeat here. It is a scripting language. Another one, it is case insensitive language. Insensitive language. What does this means? Case insensitive means we can use either small letters or capital letters while writing the script, VBScript program. You can use either capital letters or small letters. Both are same in VBScript. If you take Java or JavaScript languages, Java or JavaScript, both are case sensitive language. That means if any command in the Java begins with a capital letter, you should have to always write that command beginning with capital letter. If you don't begin that command with the capital letter, suppose instead of capital letter if you use a small letter, for example, if you have some command, for example, in Java, for example, you have some str, not str, string is there, suppose string. In a string, s should be capital. In Java I'm talking, okay. in java in Java, string is a data type in Java. So always this string s should be capital. If you don't write s as a capital letter, and instead of that if you write simply string, it will throw error in Java. In Java, if any command begins with capital letter, it should be capital letter. You cannot replace capital letter with a small letter, or you cannot replace a small letter with capital letter in Java. It is not possible at all. It will throw immediately a syntax error, or a error will be thrown in Java language. So it is very difficult to work with any programming language if it is case sensitive, because by mistakenly we used to write misplace in the place of capital letters small letters, in the place of small letters capital letters, like that during the typing. It is a common errors that you will be doing it at the time of writing the program. So if it is a case sensitive programming language, then you will be getting many issues, many errors. Again you have to recorrect it, and then again we have to execute. So but in VBScript we don't have that problem at all, because VBScript is case insensitive language. That means you can use whatever you want, either small letters or capital letters, it won't bother. It will run successfully without any issues. And another important point, VBScript is supported by interpreter. interpreter Interpreter supported language. What is this interpreter? See, any programming language or any scripting language, if you take anything, any language, every language should be supported by either interpreter or compiler. In any programming language should be supported by either interpreter or compiler. What is this interpreter or compiler? What compiler will do? Compiler is a program. It is another executable program. Compiler, what it will do, it converts the high level programming language into machine language. So high level programming languages means the languages, the programs which we have written in C or C sharp or in C++ or Java or VB or VBScript or JavaScript or Ruby or Perl or Groovy or .NET, whatever it is, all these languages are defined in English, correct? All these languages are defined using English language, English natural language. Is it right? So that means all these programs are written in English language. So in English there are so many characters in English. There are so many special characters, there are so many numbers, there are so many alphabeticals. All these characters will be used in the program, correct? In C or Java or in VB or in any language, we use English characters or numerical characters or special characters. By using all these characters, we are writing some program. So these programs are called high level programming languages. So the computer processor cannot understand these high level language characters. These characters cannot be understood by the computer processor. What language or what characters the computer processor can recognize? Only zeros and ones, digits, only 0 and 1 digits, binary digits. Only these two characters can be recognized by computer process. So whatever the program we have written in English language, that should be converted into zeros and ones. That is called binary language or machine language or machine code. So that machine code can be understood and executed by computer processor. So the mediator which converts the high level programming language into machine language is called a compiler or interpreter. There are two types of programs here which will do this job, conversion job. High level language to machine language will be converted by two programs. One is called interpreter, another one is called compiler. Both will do same job, converting high level language into machine language. But what is the difference between interpreter and compiler is the compiler will convert the whole program into machine program at a time. So if you execute, if it is a compiler supported, if any language, for example, if I take a C language, C program, C is a compiler supported. So when you write a C program and when you compile it, what will happen? The entire C program will be converted into machine code program. So that machine code program will be stored in the RAM and we can run that compiled program any number of times. One second. I think so. I might have this one in pictorial format to explain better. No, not there. Okay. Okay. So the main difference is here. I can explain it like this. See, compiler how it works. See, I have one program. I will insert one shape here. See, this is my program. Okay. This is a high level language. It is a high level program. And here you have compiler. This is the compiler. It is a compiler. Are you clear? Now what this compiler will do? It converts this high level program into machinery program or a binary program. You know what happened? Okay, let me insert one more. So it converts that into, it is a binary program or binary or mission code. Okay, so this is what compiler will do. It converts this whole program into machine code. Now this machine code can be executed any number of times that you want. I can run this any number of times. It is my first run, it is my second run, so I can run this program any number of times you want. So this compiled code can be executed any number of times. Are you clear? So it is a run one. Something wrong. Okay, so like this we can add multiple runs. So each run can be directly executed by running this machine code. That means for every run it is not required to convert this high level program into machine code every time. Only once this high level program will be converted into machine code, and this machine code can be executed n number of times. Are you clear? This is the compiler process. Now how interpreter works. So let me copy this. See, this is interpreter. How interpreter works? Interpreter. So here interpreter, see here we have multiple lines of code inside this high level program. Is it right? Let me insert some lines. Here these are the lines. Assume that control C, control V. Okay, so like this we have some lines of code inside this program. See what this interpreter will do, it converts first line, it converts the only first line. So I have to reduce this size. It converts the first line. It converts the first line into binary code, and this line will be executed immediately. And it will be executed immediately. What will be executed? This line will be executed immediately. So again it will convert the second line into binary code. Again that second line will be executed. Again it will convert the third line. Again this third line will be executed. Like this it will execute step by step, statement by statement. It will convert and it will execute. Both will happen continuously. See in the compiler what it is doing, it is converting the whole program into machine code, and this machine code program is running multiple times without converting that high level program every time in every run. So in every run we are not converting, this program is not converted into high level program, sorry, into machine program in the compiler. But in the interpreter case, what is happening, what this interpreter will do, this interpreter will convert this each step in the program just before running that step, and it will run that step immediately. So again it will take the second step, it will convert that into machine code and it will execute it immediately. Again convert the next step, again execute, convert, execute, convert and execute. So like this conversion and execution will happen continuously for every step. Whenever you run this program, every time same process will be repeated. That means when I am running first time, the interpreter will convert each line into machine code and it will execute that. Again second step, again third step, like that it will execute all the steps. Again when you execute second time the same program, again it repeats same process. That means again it will convert the first line into machine code, again it will execute. Next second step conversion, execution. Third step conversion, execution. So like that every time whenever you run this program, the interpreter will convert step by step. It will convert and execute step by step in the program. That is the main difference. So what I could say here, the compiler converts the whole program into machine code. Are you clear? And the machine code program can be executed n number of times, n times, without conversion every time, without conversion every time. Are you clear? And interpreter, when you come to interpreter, what happened? Okay, okay, I got it. Okay, okay. So interpreter converts and executes the program step by step, step by step, in every run, in every run. In every run, the interpreter will converts and executes the step by step in every program execution, program run, in every program run. Are you clear? The difference between compiler and interpreter. So the VBScript is interpreter supported language. Okay, these are the important notes about VBScript. Okay, now let us come to data types. What are all the data types? Yeah, what is your question, Shankar? So in interpreter supported language, the execution will be slow when compared to compiler supported. Yes, yes, exactly right. Because the interpreter will convert every time before execution.
Okay.
But compiler, it won't convert every time, only once. The whole program will be converted into mission program, and that mission program can be executed without conversion every time. So yes, as you said, the interpreted supported language program execution may be a little slow compared with the compiler supported language. Okay.
Okay.
And now come to data types. What data types are available in VBScript? What data types? What is the data type first of all? The value, the data type defines what type of data, what type of value that you are going to use or that you are going to assign to any variable. What type of value that you are using in your program. That value type will be defined you by using data type. So how many data types are available in VBScript? There is only one data type, so it is very easy. If you take any other language, there are so many data types. You have to remember those names, okay, and you have to remember those data type size also. See, integer may have different size, character may have 1 byte size. Like that, see, they have different sizes for different data types in other languages. If you go to Java, there are some 8 to 9 data types are there, and each data type has a different size of bytes. But in VBScript, we don't have that headache at all. So data types is only one data type, only one data type in VBScript. What is that? That is called variant. That is called variant data type. Are you clear? That is called variant data type. Okay. Variant data type. Variant is the data type name. It does not look good. Just let us make to select Arial. Arial. Okay. Yeah. Arial value. Okay. Good. So there is only one data type in VBScript, that is variant data type. Variant data type means what type of value it is. It defines all data types. The variant means it defines all types of data. It can be either integer, or it can be some floating point number, or it can be a character, or it can be a date, or it can be a boolean value. Any type of value can be assigned to variant type variables. So in VBScript, there is only one data type, that is called variant, and all variables in VBScript, all variables belong to variant data type in VBScript by default. By default. Are you clear? All variables in VBScript program belong to variant data type by default. That means we no need to define any data type in the variable to any variable, because by default every variable belongs to a variant data type in VBScript. So it is not required. So it is not required to define data type for any variable in your VBScript program. So it is very easy. So there is no headache of a data type concept in VBScript. So it makes more easier, more simple writing a VBScript program. Understand? So now come to variables. How to declare variables in VBScript. What is a variable? First of all, what is a variable definition? Variable means it is an identifier to which we can assign a different value during the program execution. Variable is an identifier which value can be changed in the program execution during the program execution. Variable is an identifier. Variable is an identifier which value or data can be changed during the program execution. Are you clear? A variable is just an identifier. Identifier means just a name, identifier name, which value can be changed during the program execution. See how to define variables. Why we have to use variables in the program, in our programs. So definitely you have to use variables while writing the program, because you may have to write, you will be working with some data, correct? You will be working with some values in the program. So that value should be stored in some place. So that place identifier is nothing but variable. The data with which you want to work in the program, that data should be stored in some place in the memory. Where it will be stored, that data? The data will be stored in the memory, in the RAM. So how RAM will be? RAM is nothing but collection of memory cells, right? In the RAM, what will be there? There will be so many memory cells will be there. So whatever the data that you are using in your program, that value or data will be stored in that memory cell. Understand? So that storage, for that storage location, we have to define some identification. That identification name is nothing but a variable. Understand? The variable is nothing but the identifier, the location, memory location identifier. So that means in which memory location this variable value is stored can be identified by using that variable. Because to every variable, when you are running a program, the memory space will be allocated, depends upon the that variable data type size. Understand? See, whenever you define a variable in a program, to every variable some memory space will be allocated in the RAM while during the execution. So whatever the value that you are assigning to that variable will be stored in that memory location. So whenever you are referring this variable, and whenever you are referring this variable value, the value will be taken from that location and that will be used in the program. Understand? So that is called a variable. So where, how to use variables in the VBScript program, how to define variables in the VBScript program. So dim is a statement we use to declare variables. Dim is the statement we use to declare variables in the VBScript. Understand? See how to declare variables by using dim. So simply you can write here dim space x comma y comma z, like this. You can declare n number of variables in a single declaration statement. Yeah. Yeah, hi guys. I lost my audio connection and it is reconnected now. Okay. Yeah. So we can declare multiple variables in VBScript program by using dim statement like this. Just simply you can define a dim statement with a space, and then you can define variable names. Multiple variables can be declared in one statement, in one dim statement. See here, you are not defining here any data type for any variable, because all variables by default belong to variant data type in VBScript. So X belongs to variant. Hello, hi guys,
Yeah,
all
go
of you,
ahead, Prasad.
all of you are there.
Yeah, Prasad,
Yeah,
go ahead, go ahead,
yeah,
go ahead.
okay. Okay, so in one dim statement, we can declare multiple variables just separated by comma. All variables should be separated by commas. We no need to define any data type, integer, string, character, boolean, those things and all no need to define in the dim statement in VBScript. It is simply you have to define the variable name. That's it, nothing else. Are you clear? So here, by default, every variable in VBScript program belongs to variant data type. What is the meaning of variant? We can assign any type of value to variant data type variable. Suppose if you declare any variable x using dim statement, to this x variable you can assign any value whatever you want. I am assigning 5. And one more thing, you no need to end any VBScript statement with a semicolons or any other character. You no need to write any semicolons or colons at the end of the statement in VBScript. Simply you have to leave it. See here, I declared x variable, and in the next statement I am assigning 5 to x variable. See, in next statement I can assign some see x is equal to Prasad. See, I am assigning here Prasad to x variable. It is possible in VBScript. In one statement I can use numeric value in x. In the next statement I can assign string value to x. It is possible in VBScript because x is defined by default as a variant data type. That means that to any variant data type variable you can assign any type of value. So in one statement you can assign a numeric value, in another statement you can assign a string value to the same variable. It will accept, it won't throw any error. Understand? So by default every variable in VBScript is a variant. That means you can assign any type of data to that variable. Understand? That is about dim statement and variables declaration. And one more thing, in the real-time projects, right, we have to take care. See, as suppose you are going to claim some experience, you are going to put some real-time experience in automation. So in that case, if you have good experience, and if you are writing a program, then the way of variables declaration should be different. You should not declare variables like this x y z a b c like that. See, with some automation experts, with some automation experience, you should know how to declare variable names, how to define a variable name in the real-time project. In the real-time project, the variable names should not be defined with a single character. That should not never, that should not happen never. We should not define any variable with a single character, just like x, y, z, a, b, c like that. See, there is some standards, the variable naming standards will be defined in every automation project as part of a framework. Maybe at the time of framework design or at the time of framework development, they will follow some certain rules and guidelines. So in that guidelines, they will define scripting guidelines. Scripting guidelines. As part of scripting guidelines, they will define variable naming guidelines, variables naming standards, or variable naming notations. They can call it as different terms, standards or notations, okay, or script naming guidelines, all those things. That means when you are defining a variable, you have to keep in mind some points. Okay, I will explain those points. Before that, we discussed data types in VBScript. There is only one data type, that is called variant, correct? This is the main data type, but internally there are some different types of data in VBScript, internal data types, or we could say that sub data types. Variant is the main data type, understand? Variant is the main data type, and there are some sub data types are available. Sub data types, these sub data types will be automatically assigned to every variable. We no need to define any sub data type or internal data type to any variable. We don't define any sub data type to any variable in the VBScript program. These sub data types will be automatically assigned to variables, depends upon the value assigned to that variable. Suppose here in this statement x is equal to 5, in this statement what value is assigned to x variable? A numeric value is assigned here. So here x is maybe integer data type, because integer value is assigned to this x variable. In this statement x value is Prasad, string, so string is assigned to x variable. So in this statement x is a string data type. In this statement x is integer data type, that is a sub data type I'm talking. So these sub data types we are not defining anywhere, it will be automatically assigned internally, automatically during the program execution, understand? So but we don't bother about these sub data types, because we don't use it explicitly anywhere in the VBScript program. It will automatically assigned during the execution to every variable. Some data type will be sub data type will be assigned automatically, but we have to keep in mind what type of data you are going to assign to this x variable. See, we should not assign to any variable like this. In one statement integer number, in another statement string value, in another statement boolean value, like that we should never assign in the real-time program, in the real-time scripting, because we have to define a separate variable for different values that you want to use in the program. For example, in my program I want to use two values. First value is username, and the second value is for example um, row count. These are the two values I want to use in my program. So for these two values we have to define some variables, two variables. What is my first variable? Username, correct? So username means what type of value it is? It contains a string value, it contains. So this, for this value you have to define a string variable, one variable you have to define. So that variable will be defined like this: yes username, yes username. Or in some projects we can define like this also, str username, understand? Suppose what is my next variable? Row count value. For row count value I want to define one variable. Row count is suppose integer, so I can define I row count, or I can define like this integer row count. Like this you should have to define variable names always. The first points, that some important points we have to keep in mind while defining a variable name is this one: variable name should be meaningful, should be meaningful. First, what value you want to define in that variable. See, in this variable I'm going to define username value. In this variable, I'm going to define a number of rows. Understand? So for specific value, you are defining some variable. So what value you are going to define in this variable? So give some meaningful name to every variable always. Understand? It is one important note we have to keep in mind. And one more thing, there should be no blank spaces in any variable name. No blank spaces should be defined in any variable. And always variable name should begin with alphabet. Alphabetical character. Always begin with capital letter. Alphabet capital. That could be the capital. And one more thing, every variable name should be prefixed with data type character. That means, what is this data type character? See here. Yes, S is here data type character. STR data type characters. Character or characters. We can use single character or multiple characters as a prefix. The prefix defines the value data type. That variable value data type. So to define that variable value data type, you will be adding some prefix. That prefix can be either 1 to 3 characters maximum. The maximum length of this prefix should be 1 to 3 characters, not more than that. It can be 1 to 3 characters of length. Are you clear? Always. So in some projects we use single character. In some projects we use 2 characters or 3 characters. That depends. That is your wish. You can decide that. How you are going to define your variables in the project. So everybody in that project, every automation team member should follow the same standards, same naming standards. Understand? So these are the important points that we have to keep in mind while defining a variable name. See, these questions also they can ask you in interview. See, tell me some what is that? Some rules to define a variable name that you are following. What rules you follow or what guidelines you follow in defining a variable name in the automation script. Understand? So I will give you the list of prefixes, what prefixes we can use for different data types. So actually I used to prefer single character or maximum 2 characters prefixes to every variable name. See, I for integer. Let me define here. I stands for integer. It should be small letter. Prefix should be always small letters. Characters, data type characters. 1, 2, 3. Small letters, small characters. 3 small letters. Always. Are you clear? Yes. S stands for string. Okay. Suppose F. F stands for floating point number. Floating number. Okay. Next one. We use frequently used. A stands for array. Array type variable. And B stands for boolean. Boolean type variable. And D stands for date. Okay. And O stands for object type variable. So like this, we define some prefixes. These prefixes should be added to every variable name as a prefix. So these are some important guidelines that we have to follow while defining a variable in the automation script. Any doubts? Any doubts, guys, here? Yeah, object type. We'll discuss this later. Object type. What is object type means? in VBScript, right? In Java, in C, we have classes, objects, right? So similarly, in VBScript, we will be using some objects. So those objects can be assigned to variables. In that case, that data type is called object data type. Are you clear? That we'll see that later. Later in the later session, will be working with objects. At the time, you can understand that. Don't worry about that object now. Okay, for examples I have given here different types of values that we assign to different variables and the corresponding prefixes that we should have to use in the variable name. Are you clear, guys? In the variables, how to declare variables and what are the important guidelines that we have to follow while defining variable names. Fine. The next one, constants. How to declare a constant in VBScript? Constant. See, constant is, what is a constant? Definition. What is the definition of variable? 1 second. It is in bold, all letters. What is the definition of variable? Variable is an identifier which value can be changed during the program execution. Similarly, what is a constant means? Constant is also an identifier. Yes, is an identifier. An identifier which value cannot be changed during the program execution. Are you clear? The constant value cannot be changed during the execution. Okay, so constants will be defined by using const keyword in VBScript. We have to define like this: constant pass equal to 1 or true equal, some pass is equal to 1. Sorry, no semicolons. Like this, we define the constants. The constant will be defined by using const keyword. We have to use to define a constant in VBScript. And this is the constant name, and it is the variable value. And here we have one important note. To make a note here, in the declaration statement, in the variable declaration statement, you should not assign a value. In the variable declaration statement, value should not be initiated. That means the value should not be assigned in the variable declaration statement. It is a rule. Value cannot be assigned in variable declaration statement. What is this means? Example, see, we cannot write the statement like this: dim x is equal to 10. No, you cannot write the statement like this. It is wrong. It is a wrong statement. Are you clear? It is invalid statement. We cannot assign any value in the variable declaration statement. Understand? It is a wrong value. It is wrong. How we should declare? First we have to declare the variable. In the next statement you can assign the value like this. Always in VBScript. Are you clear? See, another important note. Value should be assigned in constant declaration statement. Always. Should be assigned always in constant declaration statement. That means if you declare any constant, to this constant you should have to always assign a value. That means if I write here constant a pass, it is invalid because there is no value assigned to pass constant here. It is wrong. So it is invalid statement. Are you clear? What is the correct statement? Constant. You have to define, you have to assign a value. It is right statement. Are you clear? This is the some important notes in the declaration about declarations. Okay. Are you clear about variables and constants, guys? Now let us go to array. How to use arrays in VBScript. It is, see, sometimes while writing
Prasad,
a program, yeah,
yeah. Yes, yeah, it was the constant pause, except that is wrong, right?
mm, mm.
Constant pause is one. You have to able.
Hello,
The second one is correct and first one is wrong, right?
right, correct. You are right. First statement. This statement is wrong statement because in this statement there is no value assigned to constant pass.
Okay, could you please put in bracket for first statement wrong, stating that wrong? Here.
Yeah, yeah.
Constant pause expected.
It
So
is a
that
it is
is
a wrong statement. Okay.
here also, below also.
It is a wrong statement. Okay.
Okay, here also constant pause expected below. Oh yes, that's wrong.
Are you clear?
Put x. Yeah, put the x-axis. Here, below. Constant pause.
Yeah, I got it. 1 second. Okay. It is a
Yes.
wrong statement. Okay. And now come let us discuss about arrays. See, while writing a program, sometimes you may have to work with multiple values. Multiple values I want to store in some place together. I want to store multiple group of values. Multiple group of values I want to store at some place together at one place, not on different places, not on different variables. See, if you want to use two variables in a program, so if you want to use different values in a program, if you want to use two values in a program, then you could define it two variables x and y, and you can assign those two values to that variables. Is it right? That is the way when you want to work, if when you want to use some data or some value in your program, where you store that value in some variable, so you will be defining some variable for that value. Understand? So similarly, sometimes what will happen, you may have to work with multiple values, and those values should be stored together in one place, not on multiple variables. I want to store multiple values in one place together. This might be required sometimes while writing a program. So how we can do that one? By using arrays, array variable, by using array variables. Array is a one type of variable. What value we can store in array? A collection of values can be stored in array variable. Collection of values, collection of data can be stored in array variable. That means more than one value can be stored in an array variable. So how to declare arrays in VBScript? So very simple. Array also a kind of variable. Array is, what is the definition of array? Array is a collection of multiple values. Collection of values, not multiple, not required. Collection of values of same data type. And here it can be any data type in VBScript, because we are not defining any data type here to variables. So you no need to mention about the data type here. Array is a collection of values in VBScript. collection of multiple values in VBScript. So array will be defined as a variable. So how you are declaring variables in VBScript? By using dim statement. The same way array also can be defined by using dim and define here array name. For example, A is my array name, and simply declare the number of values. The number of values you want to store. It is not a number of value. It is the each value. Suppose if you want to store 3 values into an array, then you have to define 2 here to store 2 values. What is this 2? When you store 3 values in an array, each value in the array has some index number. Understand? Each element, each value is called array element. So each array element has index number. So the first element index number begins with 0 in array. So if there are 3 elements in an array, the first element index is 0, second element index is 1, the third element index is 2. So when you want to store 3 values in an array, so what could be the last element or last value index number? The last value index number is 2 for 3 values. Is it right? So that 2 should be defined in the array declaration. So what we are defining here? The last element index number. That means the maximum array index number we have to define in the declaration statement, not the number of values. The last element index number should be defined in the declaration. That means the maximum index number should be defined in the declaration statement. So in this A array, how many values can be stored? 3 values can be stored here. So this array contains 3 elements. Are you clear? 3 elements will be there in this array. So you can assign 3 values to this into this array. So how you can store values into this array? How you can assign values into this array? Very simple. A of 0 equal to, yeah, 1 second guys, let us try here. No, I have doubt. Is it square bracket or parenthesis? That's why. Okay, let us see. Maybe at the time of execution we will see that is it right or not. A of 0 equal to, so let me assign some values. Some 2 is assigned. A of 1 equal to 4. A of 2 equal to 6. So these are the values I assigned to these 3 elements. This is the first element in this array, A, and second element in the array. It is the third element in the array. The first element 2 is assigned, in the second element 4 is assigned, in the third element 6 is assigned. Are you clear? So like this you can access array elements by using that element index number. Every element in the array has one index number. Understand? Every element can be accessed by using its index value, by using its index number. So every element in array can be accessed by using its index number. The first element index is always 0, 0, 1, 2, like this. Are you clear? See, if you declare array size, it is not array size. If you declare a size of the array, that means the last element index number in the declaration statement, then this array size cannot be changed. That means you can assign maximum 3 values, 3 elements into this array. You cannot assign 4th element into this array. It is not possible. Even if you want to add one more element into this array, it is not at all possible, because you declare it here as a 3 elements array. So that array size is fixed. When you declare an array with 2 size, what does that means? 3 elements. That means you are declaring one array with 3 elements size. So that array size is fixed. You cannot change that array size later point of time in the program. It is not possible at all. So this type of array is called static array. Static array. Static array means fixed size array. Fixed size array. So this A is a static array because array size is declared fixed in the declaration statement. So you cannot decrease or you cannot increase the array size. Once you declare the array size in the dim statement, that array size cannot be either increased or decreased. So that array is called static array. Are you clear? In VBScript, we have one more array that is called dynamic array. Dynamic array. What is this dynamic array is? The array size, variable array size. Array size. Variable size array. Dynamic array means variable size array. That means that array size can be changed dynamically in the program. We can increase or decrease the array size if that array is a dynamic array. If the array is a static array, that array size cannot be changed. Are you clear? So here array size cannot be changed. Array size cannot be changed. And here array size can be changed in the program. That is the difference between dynamic and static array. Now let us see that how to define a dynamic array in VBScript program. See, to define a dynamic array, again we use dim statement and define here B and empty. No size should be defined in the declaration statement. No size should be defined in the declaration statement for dynamic arrays. Are you clear? Now, whenever you want to add some elements into this array, at that point of time, you can increase that array size. Now, what is the array size of that B? B size is 0 now. Understand? Because there is no size defined. So, it is empty without any elements. Now, I want to add, for example, 2 elements into this array. I want to add 2 elements. Then what I will do? I will define that array size. I will increase that array size from 0 to 2 by writing the statement redim B of 1. B of 1 means 2 elements, 0 and 1. Are you clear? So now you can assign 2 values into this array. B of 0 is equal to 1. B of 1 equal to 2. I assign simply some values into that array. Now again, after some time, I want to add one more element into that array. Okay, now for example, if I print B of 0 and B of 1, what values will be printed? B of 0, I want to print B of 0 and ampersand and put comma, again ampersand B of 1. See, print is a VBScript statement. What it will print? It will print the value of first B element and the second element of B array. And in between, I want to print comma. First print B element first value, and ampersand is nothing but concatenation. It concatenates this value and this value. Again, this value will be concatenated with this value. Understand? So now what value will be printed here? B of 0 is 1. After that comma will come, and B of 1 is 2. It is the value. This value will be printed in the result. Are you clear? Now, if I want to add one more element into this array, B array, then again what I have to do?
Prasad,
Yeah, I lost my audio, guys. Again, once again, it is reconnected now.
Yeah, yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, I think so. There is my side also. There is some network. Sometimes it is reconnecting automatically. Okay. Now, are you clear? This example. So, I have defined B array with empty size initially using dim statement. Okay. One second. Is it recording? Yes, recording. Okay. Yeah. After that, I want to add two elements into this B array. So what I did, I have redefined that array size redim by using redim statement with the size of 1. That means two elements can be assigned into this array. So here I am assigning first element and I am assigning second element, and here I am printing that both the elements. So 1 comma 2 will be printed. Now what I want to do, I want to add one more element into that array, into B array. Again we have to define that array size, increase that array size B of 2. So I'm increasing here array size from 1 to 2. So how many elements now that array can have? 3 elements, is it right? So now I'm assigning third element B of 2 equal to 3. Now if I print three values from that array, if I print three values from that array, what values will be printed? What is the result of this statement? Print statement. B of 0,
one
comma
value will be printed.
B of 1, comma B of 2. What values it will print? Is it 1, comma 2, comma 3? Is it right? Or it will print this value, comma, comma 3. Yeah, yes, Shiva. Again it lost. Now it come up. I don't know. Today I am also facing some problem. Okay, fine. Now it is connected. Now are you able to me? Able to hear me? Hello? Yeah. Okay.
You
So
are able to
yeah. Now tell me this result. Either this result is correct or this result is right. Just see this example. What I'm doing here. First from here, I'm declaring here dynamic array. Here what I'm doing, I'm declaring dynamic array. See if you understand better here if I define. See this is a, see in VBScript, single quotation mark is a comment character. Okay, single quotation mark is a comment character. So here what we are doing, dynamic array declaration. We are declaring the dynamic array here, and here we are redefining. Yeah, no, Chari, that is not right answer. Second answer is the correct answer. Result 1 to 3 is not a correct answer. Result, comma 3 is the correct answer. Okay, we will see this execution. Okay, this examples execution we'll see. I will show you this execution. See, without QTP, we can run VBScript program. So it is easy, very easy in Windows. I will show you that how to run VBScript program. Even you can run it in the Excel file, yeah, or you can run it directly in Notepad file. VBScript program execution is very easy without using QTP. Also, we can write a VBScript program. There is a lot of things we can do using VBScript without QTP. We can directly automate a web-based application without QTP by using VBScript. Without QTP, just like that, we can automate using QTP, using VBScript. Yes, right. What will happen is here, see, it will last these 1 and 2 values. These two values will be last. When it will be last losing? When you execute this statement. When you execute redim statement, what will happen? It will increase the array size, but it will clear all existing values in that array. The redim statement, what it will do? It will increase or it will decrease the array size, but at the same time, it will remove all the values from the array. It will clear the array. So 1 and 2 will be lost here when this statement. After this statement, what value you are assigning? 3 you are assigning to last element. So that's why first one and the second element values will be empty, and only third element will be having 3 value. So this is wrong. This result is wrong. Wrong result. It is not wrong. It is not correct. This is the correct answer. Are you clear? So we can see this execution. We can see this script execution. See, just very simple. You copy this statement. I will be writing one small. I am right. Just open one notepad file. You just type this statement.
Sir,
Yeah.
you can see the message from Veera. Sorry.
You can see.
You can see the message from Chari. He typed some message.
One second.
We have one doubt on array.
Yeah, that's what. Yes. Yeah, I saw that one. 1 to 3 he mentioned. It is not the correct answer. Okay. Chari, I think so. Chari, you got it right. You got the point right. What I explained. Yes. Okay, he is clear. See, just you all of you try this one. Open one notepad file and you just type this program and see that what is the value it is printing. Remove this result statements. Just you write this program. Open one notepad file and write this program dim db just b and redim bf1. This the character size, is it okay? I will increase that character size. 1 second. Where is that options? Minute. Settings, preferences. Font size, I will increase to 14. Now, is it clearly visible? These lines, all of you? Still, can I increase this size? Okay, now. Okay. Just you write this program in notepad file and save as that file. Save as that file. Go to file and save as, select that save as, and you create some folder in your system somewhere inside your computer. Say I'm creating in my D drive training UFT, and here I'm creating one more folder, VBS folder, VBScript folder. Inside that I'm saving my first one, dynamic array. Dynamic array is my first file, and save that file with extension .vbs. I have to save that file with extension .vbs file. Do you have anything? See, in my system I have notepad plus plus. Just you can do this in normal notepad file. Open a notepad file and simply type that lines of code and save that file as .vbs file. That's it. Oh, there should be VB program here. Here I am missing. Okay. Type this here .vbs and save it. And go to that folder where you saved the file and just check that file icon, training UFT VBS. See, it should be with this icon. See, it is a VBScript file icon, VBS icon. If that file icon is like this, then that file is saved properly. Otherwise, the file is not saved as a VBS file. Are you clear? Write this program, small program, and you save that file as a VBS file. That's it. Now simply you can double click that file. Nothing to do. Simply double click this file. There is some invalid character. Where is that? Line number 5. Line number 5. What is that character?
Double space.
Why it is double quote? Oh, this character looks different. It should be double quote. Okay. Here also it is not a double quote character. It should be double quote character. We have to use here. Double quote character. Save that file. That's it. Now run this file. Still print statement. Yeah, okay, got it. In VBS, print statement is not available. You have to give message box, MSG box. In QTP we have print statement, but in VBScript, because we are not using here QTP, we are directly running that VBS file, so we can't use a print statement. Instead of that, you have to write MSG box. Save that file. See, it is displaying 1 and 2. When it displays 1 and 2 here, and next time it will print, see what values it will print next time. See that comma 3 is printed. Are you clear? Just you try this, execute this program. Okay guys, just we will join in 5 minutes back. Okay, let us take 5 minutes break and then we will continue. And you try this notepad small program. You write in a notepad in this program and save that file with VBS extension. Save as, select save as. And one more suggestion, at the time of saving that file, save as, you please select here all files option. If you are using a notepad file, you select here all files and then give here file name and .vbs and save it as a VBS. Are you clear? And then just simply double click that file. Then you should click the result like this. Are you clear? 2 message boxes should be displayed. Just write, you complete this program. I will join back at 4 o'clock guys. Now it is 3:52 time. 4 o'clock I will be back. Okay. Yeah. Good. Thanks, Chari, for reminding me. Yeah. So we have to define here normal parentheses, not a square brackets. Okay. Yeah. So we should not use all our normal parentheses, no square brackets anywhere. Okay, fine. So now you got the concept. See, for example, I don't want to lose the values what I stored already in this array while increasing the array size. See here at the time of increasing the array size, we are losing these two values, but I don't want to lose any values. See here now I assigned the third element 3. Now next time when I'm increasing this array size again, I don't want to lose this 3 value, all existing values in the array. So if you want to retain any existing values in the array, in the dynamic array, we have to use some keyword, preserve keyword. Let us see that redim, redim, preserve, preserve, and define here array size. Okay, okay. Yeah, sure, Chari. Okay, let us try it. So just redim, preserve, and see I'm increasing the array size to 4. From 2 to 4, I'm increasing array size 2 to 4. And now I'm assigning new values to fourth element b of 4. Sorry, b of 3 first I'm assigning fourth element b of 3 equal to 4 and b of 4 fifth element equal to 5. Now if you display message box all the values again right here, same thing 3 and 4. So we are printing all values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 values. Now what should be displayed? This 3 should not be removed now. 3 should be displayed now here. These two values already empty and the 3 value should be displayed now. 3, 4, 5 should be displayed now. And save this VBS file and double click that VBScript file name. It is the first result. The first result means this one, first message box 1, 2. And next it is second message box, this message box. Now here we are not using any preserve statement in the sixth line, so it is we are losing these two values. So that's why first two values are empty. And now look at that here. In the line number 9, we are redefining the array size by using preserve keyword. So now the value 3 we are not losing. It is still retained in the array. It is not lost. So 3, 4, 5 displayed in the last message box. You can also try this execution. So preserve keyword. So it is very important. Okay. What is the use of preserve keyword? So one important note here, the redim statement is used to increase or decrease. We can decrease the size also. We can decrease the array size by using redim. Decrease the dynamic array size. Dynamic array size. And another important note, redim statement will clears all existing values by default. Are you clear? And we should use preserve keyword. What is the preserve keyword? The preserve keyword, this keyword is used in redim statement to retain all values, all existing values in array. in array. Are you clear? The preserve keyword is used to read in the redeem statement to retain all existing values. Okay, so this is about dynamic array and static array. In VBScript we have two types of arrays. One is static array, another one is dynamic array. These two are important. Okay, important concept in interview point of view also. What should we do? Print 1 and 2 also in the result. Very simple. You should add preserve keyword in this here in line number 6. Is it right? If you add preserve keyword in line number 6 statement, redeem statement, then 1 and 2 also will be retained. It will not be lost. Correct? Yeah. Save that file and execute that program and check that one. See, now it displays 1 and 2 first message box. This one. Now it should display 1, 2, 3 without removing 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3. Now it displays 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, let us see one decreasing also. We can decrease the array size. If you decrease the array size, what will happen? Now redeem. See, I'm redefining the array size from 4 to 2. Now look at that here. Now what I'm doing here, I am decreasing the array size from 4 to 2. Correct? Now print these statements, same value, all values. You try to print all 5 values now. Save it. Are you clear? Here what we are doing, we are decreasing the array size. Decreasing array size. Array size. After decreasing the array size, if you try to print all the values, 5 values, 5 element values, then see that what will happen. It is first message and second message. See, in the fourth message, it is throwing error. This is the first message box. It is executed. Second message box, third message box. In the fourth message box, we are getting error in line number 14. Look at that here. This is line number 14. In line number 14, what is the error? Subscript out of range. That means in line number 13, what we did? We decreased array size to 2. That means how many elements are there now in that array? Only 3 elements. Only first 3 elements will be available, and the last 2 elements will be deleted permanently from that array by running this statement. After running this statement, what will happen? The array size will be decreased from 5 to 3. That means only first 3 elements will be there and the last 2 elements are deleted from that array. So, but in the line number 14, what we are doing? We are trying to print last 2 elements also, which are deleted here. See, only these 3 elements are available now in array B, but these last 2 elements are not available in array B. Are you clear? So these two elements we cannot access anymore because these 2 elements are deleted from array B. Correct? So these 2 arrays elements cannot be available in this array B, but still you are trying to access the 4th and 5th elements which are not present in that array. So that's why we are getting that error. Subscript out of range. This 3 and 4 subscript values, that means index values, are not present in that array B. Invalid subscript values. If I remove these statements, see, if I print here, if I remove last 2, it will work fine without any error. Just you comment this line. You comment this line. It is a comment. Comment it. Now I'm printing only first 3 values. Now it should run successfully without any issue. Now run this program. See, it is a first message, second message, third message, fourth message. See, now it is running fine without any error. Because here we are not accessing deleted elements. But in this statement, we are accessing deleted elements. That's why we got that error. Subscript out of range. Understand the point here? You can try this execution. Just you try to execute by adding 3 more statements, decreasing array size, and try this first, again try this.
Yep. Yes, sir. We take the print screenshot and later tomorrow we will try for this. I have taken print.
Okay, fine.
Okay, that's what we can save the time. Huh?
Yeah,
Like
fine.
that,
Fine, no problem.
okay.
Okay, so that is about preserve keyboard. By using preserve keyboard, we can increase or decrease array size. Both we can do. Okay, that is important note here, important point here. Okay, that is about arrays in VBScript. So what is the next topic in VBScript we have to discuss? Operators. What operators are available in VBScript? What operators we use very frequently in our VB scripting? Operators. Okay, so these are normal operators, are different types of operators will be available in any programming language. The first one is arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators. So in arithmetic operators category, what are all the operators we know? Normal operators plus okay, these are all normal general. I will give you in brackets, plus and space I am giving minus asterisk. This is a division operator. These 4 operators we know. Apart from these 4, we have 2 more important operators that we should know. This one, backslash. Forward slash is a division. Backslash is integer division. Understand? Forward slash is a normal division. Backslash is integer division in VBScript. And one more operator, modulus, mod. Okay, these are some important arithmetic operators we use. So this is somewhat important. Integer division. What is this backslash? It is integer division. Integer division operator. Okay. And the next one, string operator. What is a string operator? Ampersand. Ampersand is called a string operator. What it will do? It will concatenate. We can use this ampersand character operator to concatenate any 2 values. See, we have used it here in the message box statement. In the message box statement, we are using ampersand. See that. So this ampersand is nothing but concatenation character. We can concatenate two values, 2 strings. 2 strings can be connected by using this ampersand character operator. Okay, that is a string operator. And apart from that, what else we have? Assignment operators. Relational operators. I will go directly. See, relational operators, we have relational operators, normal, less than, okay, space greater than, and space less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, not equal to will be defined like this. Not equal to, this is not equal to. Are you clear? This is the not equal to character. It is nothing but, why it is changing automatically. This is not equal to. It is not equal character operator. Okay, it is important. We'll be using very frequently equal and not equal. So equal, what is equal operator? Simply one equal, that is the equal operator. If you want to compare any 2 values, we should use only single equal character, not 2 double equal characters like other languages. Okay, in Java we have to use two equal symbols to compare any 2 values, but in VBScript it is only single equal character we have to use. Okay, and apart from that, logical operators are Boolean operators. Logical operators. logical operators. In the logical operators, we have or, and, exclusive or, equivalence, EQV, and implies. These are all the operators we use. What is this or and? We know that already. Or means any two values, both the values are equal, only then and will be true, correct? If any one value is true, sorry, see, I will give you one small table here how it works. Or and, exclusive or, equivalence, implies. It is basically a table. I'm giving to table 1 and 2 3. Yeah, this is the result. Hmm. Okay, okay, this number, let us take this is A and it is B and it is operator and result. Okay, result. Now number one, if A is true and B is true, what is R operator value? True, correct? And number two, if it is true and if it is false, what is the R operator? It is true. And the third one, if it is false and if it is true, what is the R operator? It is true, correct? And the fourth one, both are false, then what is the R operator? False. This is the R operator. Now similarly, come to what is that? True, true, and operator. It is true. And another one, true, false. What is the AND operator? False. And three, false, true. AND operator is false. And fourth one, both are false. AND operator also false. Are you clear? This is AND operator, how it works. Now exclusive OR. What is the exclusive OR? If it is true and true, what is the exclusive OR result? The exclusive OR result is exclusive OR is now false. Exclusive OR. Now tell me the logic how exclusive OR works. True comma true is false. True comma false is true. 3. False comma T. Exclusive OR is true. 4th. False false. Exclusive OR is false. Now tell me how this exclusive OR works. When exclusive OR is true, when exclusive OR is false, if A and B, if both are not same, both are different, then exclusive OR is true. Whether it is a false or whether it is true, both values should not be same. A and B should not be same. Then it is true. If both are same, either true or false. If both values are true or if both values are false, then exclusive OR is false. Are you clear? Exclusive means both should not be same. That is the meaning of that. Now equivalence. See that how it works. Equivalence. EQV. Equivalence is true. And 2. False. Sorry, it is false. EQV is false. 3. False true. EQV is false. 4. False false. EQV equal to true. Now how it works equivalence? The equivalence operator will be true if both values are true. That means either true or false. If both are false, it is true. If both are true, it is true. If both values are not same, one value is true, another value is false, then it is false. That means it is opposite of to XOR. It is reverse. It is negative of XOR. Understand? And last one, implies. How it works? True, true implies true. Second one, true, false implies is false. False, true implies is true. Fourth, false, false implies is true. So when this implies is false, only one case, implies will be false. What is that case? If first value is true and the second value is false, then implies is false. Otherwise, in all other cases, implies will be true. So this is how the logical operators works in VBScript. Clear? Logical operators. Okay, this is about operators. Now let me go to quickly the next important thing. What is that? Control statements, conditional statements, conditional statements. So let us see that what are the different types of conditional statements are available in VBScript. In VBScript, conditional statements, conditional statements. So there are two conditional statements. Conditional statements means decision making statements based on some condition, based on that condition true or false. If that condition is false, execute one group of statements. If that condition is true, execute another group of statements. So depends upon that condition value, you will be executing one group of steps, one group of statements. So this is called decision making statement. So there are two conditional statements we have in VBScript. The first one is if condition and the second one is select case, select statement and if statement. There are two statements are there, conditional statements. Now let us see if condition. There are different formats of if conditions we can use in VBScript. If conditions formats, if statements. If statements. The first one is simple if statement, and the next one is, okay, let us see first simple if statement, how it works. Okay, let me write one more small program. Go to new, open a new notepad file and write here. For example, I want to write one small script to display what is that, or to find the given number is even number or odd number. Find even or odd. If I pass one number, it should print whether it is even number or odd number. That is my script, small script I want to create to print even or odd. Even, odd. Okay, so what is my print? Find even or odd number. The given number is even or odd. Now see, let us assume that one variable, so we have to pass one value, is it right? See, it should ask one number, it should ask for number first. So here the statement is the input box. We can use one statement in VBScript, input box statement. See, first I am getting a number n equal to input box. There is a statement input box statement. Input box, give enter number and enter default value, some 0, default value as a 0. What is this error? Input. Okay, one second, first let me save this file. Save as, I am saving this file as even odd dot VBS. Save that file. Okay, now it is in VBS file. So now it is not throwing any error in notepad++. This is the statement, enter the number. I want to enter some number and default value I want to display some 0. That is that. Now whatever the value you are entering, see it will display one small message box with one text box. In that text box you can type the value, you can type the number, and that number is assigned to this n variable. And now I can check, I want to check this number whether it is even or odd. Is it right? That is what. See here in this program, have we declared n variable? See that here n variable is declared in this program. Okay, let us continue. Later we will discuss about this declaration, n variable declaration. See now I want to check that whether n is an even number or not. How you can check that? We have to divide that number. Is it right? We have to divide that number and we have to get what is that reminder. How to get that reminder? R equal to n modulus. Modulus means reminder. It returns a reminder value. Modulus 2. That means it will divide n by 2 and returns the reminder value. Are you clear? That's what it will do. So if r value is 0, what does that means? N is divided by 2 successfully. Correct. That means n is a even number. If r is not equal to 0, then n is not divided by 2, then n should be odd number. So that is how we have to verify based on the r value. I want to check here r value. How you can check the r value? By using some if condition. So we can use here simple if statement. If r equal to 0, if r equal to 0, then and if, this is the syntax of if condition. If r equal to 0, then our condition is defined here, and if, then we have to write these two keywords for if statement, and end of the if statement always should be end if. It is mandatory for every if you should have to write end if statement. So in between if and end if, you can write the steps what you want to execute when this condition is passed. When this condition is true, I want to run the below steps. Inside this if condition, you should have to define the steps. Now I want to print MSG box. What I want to print? N ampersand is even number, is even. N is even. N is even number. This message should be displayed. Are you clear? This is the simple if condition. Now save this program and let me copy this for simple program example. Simple if statement. Simple if statement example. This one. This is the simple if statement. Okay. Now run this script even odd. Type mismatch, something wrong. Sorry, input only have given input box. It's not input box. Save it. See that it is asking one dialog box is displayed. Oh sorry, 0 is displaying here. Then I have something wrong. 1 second. Here I should give one more message. Find even or odd. This is the title. It is the title of that message box. This is the message what you want to display inside that message box, and this is the default value. There are 3 inputs we have to pass to this input box statement. It is a VBScript built-in statement. It is a VBScript built-in function input box. It will display some input dialog box, and there user can enter the input, and that input will be assigned to this variable. Understand? That is the use of input box statement. Now save this. Now run my program. See that now. Find even or odd. That is the title, and enter number is the message, and this is the text box with the default value as a 0. Now I am entering, for example, 10. and click OK. See that 10 is a even number. Are you clear? Now again double click. If I enter 5 or 56 or something 53, click OK. What happened? Okay. If it is not even, it is not displaying any message. When this statement will be executed, if this condition is true, only then this statement will be executed. But now condition is failed. That's why it is not running this statement. Understand? Now 53, whatever the number I entered is odd number, but we are not written that logic to display odd number value. I have written the script here to display only even number. I have not written any code to display odd number, and that's why it is not displaying anything. But if I enter here even number, it will display successfully. Suppose if I enter any value, it will print it is a even number because this is a even number, so it is printing as even number. But if I enter any odd number, it won't print anything because I have not written any code here to display odd number. Understand? So I want to display odd number as well. That means how you can find odd number? If this condition is false, then you can understand it is an odd number. If this condition is true, then it is an even number. So this statement should be executed. If this condition is false, then I want to display odd number. So we have to write here else. Then display here odd number message box is odd number. So here we are using else. So this is another format of if condition. If statement with else. If else format. So that is the second format of if condition. What is that? If else. If else. If then else. If then else and if. If then else. Are you clear? This is the format of second if statement. So that is the example. This is example. Now save this. Now save this and now run it. Now it will display both the numbers. Any number if you enter, it should display either even or odd number. Now it is odd number. See, it is an odd number. Are you clear? So now it displays both the numbers, any number, whatever it is. Is it even or odd? Both will be displayed now by using a small program, by using if conditions. Are you clear? So this is if else. Now let us see other formats of if conditions. Simple if then else, and if else. If else. Sorry, else if. If else if. If else if. If else if statement. See how to use this. This is odd or even, right? Let us take another new program for this example. For example, I want to take it. Yeah. Suppose that I want to print the grade for the given marks. What is the grade for the given for the marks that we have entered in the text box? Find the grade. That is my example. Find marks grade from A to E, for example, A to E. A to E. How it should be? I am defining if marks are 90 to 100, then it is grade A. If marks are 80 to 91 to 100, okay. If marks are from 81 to 90, it is B grade. Are you clear? It is grade B. And if marks are 71 to 80, it is grade C. It is a grade C. Okay. Now similarly, if the marks are 61 to 70, it is grade D. If marks are 51 to 60, then marks are grade E. So like this, I define the grades for marks. Now depends upon the marks value what we entered. I want to print what is the grade for that given marks. That is my small program. So let me save this file as a VBS file first. Find grade or marks grade. I will give simply marks grade dot VBS file. Save that file. Done. Now write a program. Now enter marks m equal to input box. Again we have to write same statement, input box. Enter your marks. Okay. And what is the title? Marks grade. That is the title. And the default value, enter 0. It is a input box statement. Now after entering the value, that value will be assigned to this m variable, and now we have to check that what is the grade of that m value. So what is the condition we have to write? If m greater than 90, then it is a grade A, correct? MSG box, your grade is A. Your grade is A. Display this message. Suppose if m is not greater than 90, then what you want to check? I want to check whether is it greater than 80. Is it right? So my second condition I will define here, else if. See, else if is a single word here. It is not a two different words, two separated words. Single word, so else if. Now m greater than 80, then display MSG box, your grade is B. Your grade is B. Let me copy this. Every time I have to copy this statement. Now if suppose if m is not equal to 80, then I want to check for if m greater than 70, then paste it. The grade is C. The grade is C. Now again check that, else if m greater than 60, and then the grade is D. Now again check that, else if m greater than 50, and then your grade is E. Suppose if it is not even greater than 50, then I want to display you are fail. You are fail. And if. See that like this you can write we can use else if conditions in this example. See how this else if statement will be executed. First it will check this condition. If it is failed, it will check this condition. If it is failed, it will check this condition. If it is also failed, it will check this condition. If it is also failed, it will check this condition. If all these conditions are checked, then finally it will execute else part. Suppose if this condition is passed, then it won't execute all these conditions, all these statements. It will execute directly this statement, and it will come out from this end if statement directly without checking all these conditions. It will come out after running this statement message box. Suppose if this condition is failed and this condition is passed, then it will execute this statement and it will come out of this if condition. It will go directly the next statement after this if condition. Are you clear how this else if statement will be executed? So that means at a time only one condition will be passed. If any condition is passed, it won't execute the remaining conditions. The remaining conditions will not be executed. Suppose if this condition, second condition is passed, these conditions will not be executed at all, because whenever this condition is passed, it will execute immediately this statement and it will come out from this if condition block. Are you clear how this if else if will be executed? So now let me check this example. Let me run marks grade, execute this. Something then is missing somewhere. Yeah, here it is. Spelling is wrong. Okay, save it. Yeah, okay, Chari. Just we are discussing if conditions only. Now double click. See, just enter some number below 100. Anything. Suppose if I enter 99, 99, it should print grade A. Correct? See, your grade is A. Now again, double click it. Now enter some 89. It should print grade B. If you enter some 78, it should display grade C. If I enter some 67, it should display grade D. If I enter some 55, grade is E. If I enter less than 50, it should print you are failed. Are you clear? See that how these if conditions are executed if you use else if how it works. So this is the third format of if condition. Any questions, any doubts?
No,
Yeah,
no questions.
okay, good. Okay, now I'm saving this. So this is the third format of if conditions. Simple if we have seen if then else, and this one if else. I can remove this then to make it short. If else if, that is a format. And the fourth format is nested if statements. See, I can see I can rewrite this same program by using nested if statements. Let us try to do that one. Nested statements, how to do that one? By using same logic, we can rewrite by using nested if statements. How we can do that one? Let me rewrite this. Go to new file and save as marks grade using nested if dot VBS. Okay, save it. Done. Now see, first again same thing we can write. If input box, we can use same input box statement to get the marks value. After getting the marks value, I am checking now if m greater than 50, then if m is greater than 50, what is that means? He is pass, he is not fail. Suppose if the marks is not greater than 50, what is that? Else you are fail. If the marks is less than 50, we have to display you are fail message. So MSG box, you are fail. Done. End if done. Now once if marks greater than 50, then I am checking one more condition. If marks greater than 60, is it greater than 60? If marks not greater than 60, then it should be what class, what grade? That means marks greater than 50 but not greater than 60. That means grade value is E. So MSG box, your grade is E. Your grade is E. Understand? Now if marks greater than 60, then I have to check if marks is it greater than 70. If marks greater than 70, then you have to display is grade as D. Grade should be displayed as a D. Suppose if the marks not greater than 70, then else, and if here you should display grade as, sorry, this is grade D, sorry, here you should not display anything now. If marks, still we have to check next one, if marks greater than 80. If it is not greater than 80, then you have to display grade as C. Your grade is C. And if, and inside this we have to check that if marks greater than 90. If not, here you should display grade is B. Finally, if marks greater than 90, then grade is A. See that? The same logic we have rewritten by using nested if conditions. Nested if conditions. See here, you can see the difference. This is else if statements by using else if statements. In else if statements, how many end if statements are there? Only one end if is there. In else if statements, only one end if should be defined. You no need to define end if for every else if. There is no end if required for else if statements. Only for this if you are defining here end if. But in the nested if conditions, if you look into that, every if condition, for every if condition there is end if. See, for this if it is end if, for this if it is end if, for this if it is end if. So for every if there should be end if in the nested if conditions statements. So how to write, how we can rewrite? So this is very simple. Else if is logic is very simple. Writing using else if is very simple. But if you write like this logic becomes more complex. Execution time also will be more here. Understand? It will take more time to execute all these conditions. But here it won't take that much time. It will be faster. So always,
Normally
yeah.
Normally in Qt, which method will follow?
Where we use this in QTP? Is that the question?
Yeah, that's fine. But will follow nested if condition or if else if condition?
Yeah, that's what.
Condition.
We should always try to use else if maximum. If it is not possible to write a code to automate your logic by using this else if, only in worst scenario you should go to nested if format. We should use this nested if condition in the worst scenario. If it is possible, if you can write a script by using else if statement, then you should use this statement, not nested if conditions. Are you clear?
Okay. Yeah, clear.
Yeah. Okay, these are the different formats of if conditions that we can use in VBScript. Any doubts in the if conditions examples and if conditions different formats? So this is simple if, this is simple if, and if with else, and here we have written else if, and this is nested if example. Okay, and now let us see select statement. How to use select statement? How to use select statement? See, select statement is okay. See, select statement is nothing but depends upon some condition. Again here we select one group of statements from multiple groups of statements. What is select statement will do? It will execute one group of steps from multiple groups based on the case value. Based on the case value. That is what it will do. It selects, it executes one group of steps from multiple groups based on the case value, based on the case variable value, based on the case variable value. Let us see this example with one example. Let me take new example for this. What example I can give here? Let me take this one. Okay, see, I want to display month name. If I give month number, or let us take not month, week, day, I will give input as a day number 1 to 7. That these are the days, 7 days, right? So if I pass day number, it should print day name. What is the day name? So write a small program to print day name. Okay, that is my small thing. Print day name. So save this day name. Example, select example. Okay, select example dot VBS. Save it. Now again we have to take the input. So input box we have to take it here because day number should be entered. So what we have to enter here? Enter day number. Enter day number. And day name should be printed here. The title is day name. So default number is 1. I have given 1 default number. Now it is D. I am giving use variable D. Now using select statement, I can use if conditions also, but here how to use select statement? Let us see that. Select case D. Select case D. Case 1, case 2, case 3, case 4, case 5, case 6, case 7. Okay, default. And select. And select. So this is the format of select case statement. Select case D, case 1, case 2, case 3. That means if this D value is 1, if D variable is equal to 1, understand? If D variable is equal to 1, okay, then I want to print what is the day 1? MSG box, Monday. I want to display Monday. Okay, if D value is 2, I want to display Tuesday. And if D is equal to 3, I want to display Wednesday. Okay, if D is equal to 4, I want to display Thursday. And if it is Friday, and if it is 6, Saturday. If it is 7, Sunday. Okay, so this is my simple. If it is not equal to any of these values, if D value is not equal to 1 to 7, then I want to print MSG box. What is that? Invalid day number. Invalid day number. Okay, invalid day number. That's it. Now save it. Now execute this program and see that how it executes. Go to that day name. So I'm entering day number 3. Okay, what is printing? Wednesday. Are you clear? See how it is working. Enter some 7, Sunday. What is it? Type mismatch, default. see that one more time. 7 Sunday. Why destroying error? Default case default. 7. Okay. Okay. So now if you enter invalid value, suppose if you enter 0, not displaying, then it is wrong. It should display, if this value is not matching with any of these values, it should display this default message. Why it's not displaying? 1 second. 0, if I enter 0, not coming. Case default. It should throw error at least. It's not throwing error also. Message box invalid day number. Default is right only. 9, not coming. Okay, let me check this. What is this? Default is value. It should execute when this d value is not matching with any of these values. That is default should do. Let me take another one. Case else. No, it should work in Java, I guess. 9. Okay. Okay, case else is working, but I have a doubt. We have to test it in in VBScript in QTP how it works. Okay, let me take it. It's working fine like this. Case else it is taking. Case else is the command for default one. When it will be executed, if this d value, variable value, is not matching with any of these values, any of these case values, then it executes finally this else block. Understand? See, we can convert this select case statements into if condition also by using if conditions also. Which if condition format we can use to rewrite this select case logic? See how this select case is working. First it will check that if this d variable is value 1, it will execute this statement. If this d value is not equal to 1, then it will check with 2. If this d is equal to 2, then it will execute this statement. If it is also not equal to 2, then it checks this one. So like this it will check all these values. If none of the values is matching, then it executes finally else block. So if you want to convert, if you want to rewrite same logic using if condition, which if condition format you would use? Which format we can prefer to rewrite this select case statement? Simple if else, if, nested if. Which format we can use to rewrite that select case logic? Else if, right? If else if. So the select case can be rewritten by using if else if format. Let us see that how it can be rewritten. Same logic. Okay, let us take this copy and take a new one and save as day name using if else if, using else if. Okay, else if format. Sorry, .vbs, we have to save it as a .vbs file. .vbs file, save it, done. And now how to write that logic? Simple. If d equal to 1, then display Monday, msg box Monday. Else if d equal to 2, Tuesday. If D equal to 3, Wednesday. If D equal to 4,
You know,
THURSD, Thursday. If D equal to 5.
Prasad, till now we lost your.
Yeah. Just now it is again reconnected. Yes.
Okay.
No, today I think so there is something network problem from my side also. It is continuously, frequently reconnecting.
Now you are telling day name else if statement. Eh?
Now?
Else if statement. Eh?
Yeah, by using else if statement. How to rewrite that select case logic? By using else if statement. Sunday. And finally, else. Not else if, just else. And if. And display here, message box. Invalid. D number. So this is the logic. See, the same, this select case statement logic and this else if logic, both are same. Both will do same thing. See that? If I run this day name if else, so enter any day 7, it displays Sunday. If you enter any invalid date 9, it will display invalid day number. So it works same as select case logic. So this select case logic and else if logic both will be same. That means both will work same way. Both process will be same. There is no difference at all. Okay. So this is about conditional statements in VBScript. So you have any questions, guys? From see.
Select for select conditional statement we have two statements. One is select if statement and another one is select else if statement. Correct, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So frequently we use else if and select case. Any one we can use. Either select case we can use or we can use else if. Understand? Anyone can use. But this nested if conditions not preferred one. Okay. If you don't have any other option and we cannot write the logic until we use this nested if conditions, only then we should use this as nested if conditions. Because if you use more nested if conditions, that program will become more complex. Okay. So it's not suggestible to use the nested if conditions frequently until unless if it is mandatory. Okay. Always try to use else if or select case or simple if else. That is a mainly frequently used conditional statements in VBScript. Okay, guys. So all of you, please practice all these examples, whatever right we have seen today. Right. So, and from next session, we will be discussing. So next week we'll discuss about loop statements and the functions and built-in functions. These concepts are very important. These three concepts that we'll discuss.
Yeah, Prasad?
Yeah. Someone is, I think so, their mic is on mute and they are discussing.
Okay. No, actually, this is Shiva.
Yeah. Tell me, Shiva.
Yeah, I have installed UFT tool in my machine.
Okay.
But if I click on start menu and if I double click, it's not opening. It shows like something verifying license and it's closing. It's not opening the tool.
Yeah, one second, Shiva. Can you share me? I can see your desktop. One second, let me see your desktop.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, guys. We Chari and Subhana will drop off. Okay, and we'll continue next week. And we'll continue with